guys, Karina here. Thank you so much for joining in today. I'm very excited because an Amazon package just arrived with my mount to basically mount my action camera to my motorcycle helmet. I will actually leave the link to this in my description. And yeah, what it is basically, it is like a mounting arm here, like I'm not sure if you can see it proper, where you can just adjust in what direction and what angle you want the camera to sit on. And then it has a couple of different base clips to like where they're a little bit curved or flat, depending on where you want to mount it to make sure it will actually fit proper. And then just tons of extra sticky things to make sure it actually stays on the helmet proper. It also has this little secure tape knobby thingy. No idea how to explain it. It basically is an extra security feature so to make sure if it happens that your camera gets loose on your mount, you can still secure it on a second spot on your helmet to make sure your camera is not flying away, right? So I will just tag along and we'll mount it on the helmet now and see if it fits and works as I imagine it to. And then I will take you guys on a test ride and see if the video quality is good enough or if it's too shaky, if it's loose or it's just like doing whatever it wants. I will see if I can make the audio work as well so I can just chit chat a little bit with you guys during the ride. And well, and then we'll see if it actually works as I envision it to.
2 weeks later.
I actually can't believe that it took me almost 2 weeks now until I have time to mount my action camera mount on my helmet. But like we're in the middle of a move and it's crazy. It's crazy, but good crazy, I guess. But now our time runs out and I definitely want to have the camera on my helmet before we leave and have it basically for our road trip ready. So I really have to do that now, and I want to have the action camera ready on the helmet for our road trip to BC. So I basically have no more time left to do that. So let's see if that works. Alright, okay, so all you basically need is a helmet, an action camera. So specifically I do have the Akaso V50 Elite. It's not bad, but it's not fantastic either. Like a GoPro would probably have a little bit of a better image quality. However, if you just want to get started and want to get a first idea if you like it or not and don't want to break your bank, the Akaso is actually a very good alternative. And this model specifically also comes with a housing unit. So it basically is waterproof, it's windproof, dustproof, so your camera is actually not getting damaged if it's sitting in front of your helmet and you're actually riding on the street. And then this guy finally gets its role. This is basically the arm which I'm going to mount sideways here on the helmet after I position everything proper on how I would like it to look from the camera perspective. Then this part also comes with this arm here. I will put the links to everything I use down in the description so you could order it and try it yourself. However, this piece is curved because like, come on, like no helmet is super straight, right? So that makes it easier for actually the glue and everything to keep sticking to your helmet and not coming off after a while, which you definitely don't want. However, if it should be the case that you want to be safe and you want to secure your camera on an extra spot, just if like one arm gets loose, the other one is still catching it, it's like this little secure button, I must say. I would say it basically also gets mounted on the helmet and then gets secured to the housing unit for the camera itself again. So this way, just if it gets loose on the arm, let's say, this piece is still holding it up, or the other way around, so it's just like a safe bet kind of thing. All right. What you probably are going to notice is most action cameras actually have their lens off center. So if you want to make sure that your image is perfectly centered on your bike when you're riding at a point, the lens also has to be centered. So not the camera itself, but the lens is the one that actually should be centered. Alright, so what am I going to do? I will actually put my camera into the housing unit just to get the real deal kind of vibe to it. Make sure that it's dust free so you're not scratching the lenses, and securing it back. And then what I'm also going to do, I already clip the arm into the holder that's actually going to stay on the helmet, just to get like as true as possible of a result. And then I also will put the housing into the knots on how it's supposed to stay, and then I can like adjust and play with it on like where I would like the camera to sit on. When you're trying to mount this thing, you also should be aware that usually you're facing a little bit downwards with your helmet. So if you mount your camera straight, you would always face very much downwards. If you want to have it more straight up, you have to make sure that it is actually a little bit higher up. So now I have the rough position on where I would like it to stay and to stick, and I will just give it a test run if I can still close visor, which is going to work still pretty fantastically good. And now my next step would be to glue this little fella here actually on the helmet and make sure that it sticks as it's supposed to. All or nothing, because as soon as this guy sticks, it sticks. And then I will just hold it down for a while just to make sure that the glue is going to stick to it, and that the adhesive actually cures proper, so it's like nice and strong and just on there so it doesn't go anywhere else. And then you're grabbing your screwdriver to actually secure the little bolts. Just double check that it's still all good. Yeah, what I really like about this arm here specifically is that the screws are integrated to what it's, so they're staying where they are.
A few moments later.
All right. Perfect. And that's it. So, camera is on, it looks pretty good. So sticker is on, I'm very happy with it. And now we'll actually see if I can still mount my little security net somewhere. It's very tough because this one is not as bended as the base of the actual camera. So it is tough to find a spot where it's actually still pretty secure. And especially where I can still mount the actual piece to it, because I don't really have an outlet for it, right? Because it's supposed to be waterproof. And now I just have to decide on where I want it to be, especially because I don't want it to be in either my vision at a point or the camera vision, of course. So I just stick the adhesive to it again, made sure that it's very on it and it's not going anywhere. And I'll peel the top layer. If it wants to come off, here we go. And just secure it to the helmet again. And I will apply a little bit of pressure again, of course, hold a little bit just to make sure the adhesive actually sticks to it and stays where it's supposed to, and that it's not going anywhere. And that's it. And then your base setup is done, and because the weather is actually still pretty promising. I will take you on a test run and show you how this looks like in action. Okay, so I just learned that my footage, at least my audio part of it, is kind of crap. I think my connector got loose a little bit and it just gave me these noises. So I could not really hear myself except of a couple of times, but I don't really want to do it to you guys. So if you at least like the video footage of it, hit the like button. And if you want to see more of this kind of videos, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so you know when the next video is up. And yeah, if you want to see how our move goes from Ontario to BC, follow me also on Instagram. There is my Instagram username. And then we will see each other next time.